Live Nation Tarot, it's your girl Asia, and I'm here to bring you guys a message. Leo, this message may or may not resonate with every Leo watching. Please use your discernment when watching tarot. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for all of your support. Leo, let's see what messages Spirit has for you. These messages are going to be general for you, Leo. Also, I'm going to look into love, finances, and career. So let's see. Clear and concise message. Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. What does Leo need to know? Leo. First card out is the most significant. Sexuality. Someone is still trying to figure themselves out. I'm seeing yes. Luck is on your side. So, Leo, you could be telling me somebody here is not really sure what they want. I was just about to say in the pre-shuffle, I got liar, and I'll be darned if it didn't just come out. I think we need to leave that out. Let's leave that out, Leo. Somebody here lying. I'm seeing Mercury retrograde. This person could be coming back towards you. We are in the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde this coming up November. But right now, we are in the shadow period. What else for Leo? Gold digger. Somebody here is coming back to compromise, work things out with you, Leo. They want to communicate. They want to reach out to you. Or this is what they're telling you. Gold digger. It says they want your money. You're being used. What else? Let go. Let go. It says make room for a new beginning that's on its way to you now. Bottom of the deck, I got you moving. Moving on. Or literally changing your residence. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on here, my loves. Thank you guys again for being here. This message is for Leo. This may or may not resonate with every Leo watching. So, sexuality. It says someone is still trying to figure themselves out. Maybe this person likes the same sex. Maybe they went to see if, you know, what they wanted. But somebody here is not sure. Maybe they don't know if they want to be in a commitment. I don't know. But let's see. Clear and concise message. Why is this sexuality energy here for Leo? What do they need to know? They can't move on. Somebody here can't move on. You know, I won't necessarily say it's them. Somebody can't move on. Somebody here can't let go of the past. Hey, Kesey. Thank you for being here, hon. All is well. Thank you for asking. Okay, Three of Cups. And the Moon. Pisces, Cancer energy in the reverse. Why is this Six of Swords energy in the reverse? Give me more for that. The Ten of Swords. There's been betrayal, but somebody still can't let go. Somebody still can't move on, or they're having a hard time doing that. Ten of Swords, whatever this betrayal or feeling backstabbed, I feel like there was a cycle of this, but with this being 10, something is ended. Leo, you could be telling me that you were the one that was betrayed, backstabbed, and somebody here can't move on from you. You could be telling me that you're very grateful. You have the support of loved ones, family, friends. You're living your best life. You're having fun. You're going out celebrating. You're at peace. The Three of Cups could be gratitude. You could be telling me that you feel very thankful. Or you're just grateful. I mean, life could be always improve or be better, but you're content. You're grateful for what, you know, where you're at. And if this is not the support of family and friends, this is the support spiritually. You know that you're never alone. Your ancestors are always with you. The Most High is always with you. But the Moon is here in the reverse. Give me more for the Six of Swords in reverse, though. The Page of Wands. I just feel like I'm talking to a Leo here. You are excited and optimistic about a new adventure. Why is the moon here in the reverse? The moon in the reverse could be a revelation. There could be something about the past that is being illuminated. You could be telling me that you see things more crystal clear about the past. What's this moon energy in the reverse? Leo, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Leo, you could be telling me that you found out what somebody was doing behind your back, or how somebody was deceiving you. Something about this moon in reverse revealed what was hidden. We got the Two of Wands, being at a crossroads. You had a decision to make. Some of you could be at a crossroads currently. Thank you, love. There's something about you having to either choose to stay in a current situation or move on to something bigger and better. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here, I don't know if this is acting impulsively. Give me more for that Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here acted impulsively or did something impulsively and didn't think about how it would affect the relationship or how it would affect you. Why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse? There's your energy, Leo, at the bottom of the deck, strength. Or is this person coming back towards you impulsively? Somebody could be coming back towards you just out the blue, Leo. Because I'm seeing the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Somebody wants to come back towards you and they're hoping that you'll let your guard down. You could be telling me that you are guarded. You feel like this person, you know, they verbally attack you, or the Page of Cups. Somebody here is trying to come in and sabotage something, Leo. The Page of Cups normally is serendipity. So you could be telling me good things are happening for you. You got some new opportunities, or serendipity is being in the right place at the right time for a blessing. I don't know. You could be telling me that you're defensive. Even if this person's coming back towards you impulsively, or they're saying things that... they're saying things about... They could be talking about you, gossiping. There's something about somebody being impulsive, rather reckless, and not thinking about the consequences, not thinking about how it will affect you. Anyway, luck and favor is on your side with this Page of Cups energy. I feel like, too, this represents self-acceptance, forgiveness, to move forward. Not to forgive this person like you acknowledge that they were right. No, you're forgiving someone here so that you can move forward. This person could be coming in here to apologize. They want you to forgive them. But I see you standing tall. There's something about your confidence. You have no choice but to be strong. Or this could represent you being bold. You could also tell me that somebody brought their bold ass towards you. Whoever this person is, they're being bold coming towards you, and I feel like they ain't learned nothing from the past. They still haven't learned from their lessons. I'm getting the Hierophant, Taurus energy. I think this full moon on it's on the 5th, right? Full moon in Taurus. Something about this situation, this person is one-sided or they have outdated ways of thinking. But everything is shifted. Something is shifted. Things are turning in your favor. Like things are turning in a positive way. Sagittarian energy. Why is this liar energy here for Leo? What do they need to know about that? It says, be careful of someone sneaky. So you don't trust this person, and I see why. Because there was a cycle of betrayal. This person backstabbed you and left you to deal with it. And they lied about it. Yeah, I feel like there's something bold about this person. They a bold-faced liar. Leo. Why do I pick up on this person being bold? Like, how dare you lie? Like Leo can't figure that shit out. What's this liar? Like Leo can't see through the lies. Yeah, lies. 7 of Cups. Confusion, illusions. They be saying all kind of stuff. This person be talking out the side of their neck. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that song. It was a song back in the day called Talking Out the Side of Your Neck. But anyway, somebody is a bold-faced lie. I mean, they be standing 10 toes down, lying. Leo. If they were Pinocchio, their damn nose would be a mile long. What is this for Leo? I told you, look, the devil came out. It's like they're addicted to that shit. They're in the... What? That's their go-to thing, is to lie. Capricorn energy. This person has a very big ego to the point where I don't think they know. How do I want to put this? I don't think they care that they lie. I don't know. Or maybe they don't realize that shit's toxic. What in the world? Is this person codependent? Do they have addictions? Like, what is this? Or they just be coming up with diabolical ways to lie. Yeah, they're very immature. Something about this situation, I feel like either they don't have nothing to offer you or very little to offer you. They're coming in here to start some shit, Leo. Or their lies always end up starting something. They lie about the things that they do. You know what this reminds me of? People who they talk like they got all these, big things going on in their life, and it's not true. Maybe somebody here, they want to appear greater or better than what they really are, or they want to, what the heck? They want things to appear a certain way, but it's like this person casts some sort of illusions. They live a lie. Their whole life is... What in the world? This person could make false promises. They could tell you things in the hopes that you'll eat that shit up, Leo. What's this gold digger energy? Why is gold digger here? Yeah, living a double life. He lives in a fairy tale. Damn. They want your money. You're being used. What's this, Leo? Somebody's nostalgic. Somebody thinks about someone else or thinks about good old days, good times with another person. The Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be significant. And Judgment. A new beginning. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. With this Judgment energy, this person wants to reconcile with you. Because when they think back, they recognize how loving you are. You're unconditionally loving. One thing about the Leos that I've encountered, and not all of them are the same, but I feel like I'm talking to a Leo here. You're very loyal. You're very loyal. When you say that you're committed, that's what you mean. And you have a lot of love to give, like an abundance of love. You know how to nurture this person. You do it for this person. Whoever this person is, they want to come back to you because there's nobody like you. Now I'm hearing Missy Elliott. But why am I hearing that? What? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Ay, but you're perfect for me. What? I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I am. Anyway, you're perfect for this person. Scorpio Sagittarian energy is here. But I see a Leo here who is letting go. I feel like you have evolved. I feel like something about you, this cycle of betrayal, you're not going to forget about that. You were extra loyal to this person, and all you got in return was a sword in your back. And not only that, but every time they put a sword in your back, they didn't come back to rescue you. Thank you, love. I don't know why I heard that, but I did. I actually really like that song too. They left you with these swords in your back. They didn't come and rescue you or make it better or help you to understand. That wasn't their motive. That wasn't their intention. And I feel like you're fed up. This is a 10. 10s represent the end. That's it. I feel like that was it for you. But this person, yeah, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. You know now. Leo, you could be, oh my goodness, yes. You got an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Cups. You know now what you need to do. And I don't feel like, I mean, this could have been heartbreaking. I'm sure it was heartbreaking because your loyalty, the loyalty that you showed this person. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe I'll title this reading with loyalty. Leo is very, anyway, the Leos that I'm picking up on, I know every Leo is not the same, but I am picking up on a Leo here. That loyalty goes deep for you. And I feel like you want that in return. And if you can't have that in return, you will do what you have to do to keep it pushing, keep it moving. You could be learning from this. This is a lesson to you to show you that even though you could be extraordinarily loyal, that doesn't necessarily mean that other people will return the favor. That could be a lesson that you learned in this relationship. This person wants to come back. They want to return to you. And I see why. Because you know what? It's very, very hard out here in these streets to find this kind of loyalty. So, Leo said, I'm letting go. I've let go. I've learned my lessons. I'm moving on. It hurts, but I gotta let go. It says, make room for the new beginning that's on its way to you now. What in the world is going on in the chat over here? Okay, I'm like, what is y'all talking about? All right, let's keep going. Ooh, so the Magician just came out in the reverse. Major Arcana for Gemini. You know that this was manipulation. You know that this person was trying to manipulate for their own good. And Leo ain't having it. Leo not having it. It took a minute. It took a while for you to see it, but nah. You're not going to keep manipulating, Leo. You're not going to keep pulling the wool up. I'm telling you, somebody here, they either live a lie or they lie. They just lie. Like, they're a good liar. Is there such thing? I told you, if this person was Pinocchio, their nose would be a mile long. They're not a real person. It's like Pinocchio wasn't a real boy. I don't know why I'm thinking about Pinocchio. What the hell? I think because this card, when you look at it, you know, with the nose. Anyway. Okay, so this person was lying, trying to manipulate shit, trying to manipulate you, because they like that loyalty that you give them. They like that. They want to keep that around. They want to keep that in their life. Every time they come around, they lying. Every time they get around you, every time you turn around, they gotta lie. Loyalty and lies. You said block Linda. What's going on with Linda? All right, yeah, Linda, you got to go. I don't even know if you the real deal either. You can't be. Let me see. Yeah, you some bullshit. Y'all need to report Linda Light Tarot, because that's not the real Linda Light Tarot. She can get the fuck off my page. That's a fraud. Sorry, YouTube. Hold on. Let me take care of business over here on TikTok, because somebody over here is living a lie. See? Leo, you done brought this person's energy over into this reading. Now I see why you walked away. Now I see. And I reported the page too. Thank you guys for showing me that, because I really didn't see it until you guys pointed it out to me. All right, fam. Let's get back to business. All right. So somebody here was trying to manipulate shit. Well, this is just the way they are. You'd be surprised how many people just lie. They live a lie. They are imposters. They're great actors. Anyway, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I don't like this person's energy. You're trying to move on, and they're trying to create drama in your life. They're creating unnecessary drama. This could be when you confront this person's in their lies, they could get upset and get heated. There's something very unpredictable about this person. They're a drama starter. And here they come. Here they come to I don't know, start some more drama. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this King of Swords energy could be a woman in masculine energy. Put it however it resonates. Give me more for this Magician in the reverse for Leo. This person's full of shit. This person could be lying about you, on you. They could be gossiping. Lies. Lies. It's something about the way this person lies. It helps boost their ego. They start shit. They start. This person is very childish. Very petty. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why do I get the impression that this person, they say things about what they got going on? It be lies. And I feel like deep down inside, they really don't have any hope. Maybe they do that. I don't know what the hell this is, Leo. Because the Ace of Wands is here in the reverse. You could be telling me that you lost hope in them or you lost passion. You're not even, you don't care. They're talking shit about you and you don't care. Leo don't care. I need y'all to understand something about Leo, okay? Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is everything. Does that make sense? Leo don't care what you saying about them. Leo don't give a shit. You ain't about to stop their shine. You ain't about to stop no Leo shine with that gossip and all that shit. What's this Knight of Wands in the reverse? You trying to tear a Leo down? The Hierophant, Taurus energy. I don't know. It feels like this person trying to come at you or come for you, lie, gossip about you. You don't care. For some of you, you could be telling me this was a lesson. You understand that this person was a lesson. You've learned that this person needs you before you need them. Whatever it is that this person tried to do to tear you down, they look stupid. They look foolish. Whatever it was they was trying to do, it was unsuccessful. Okay? Because Leo don't care. Maybe this person is, you know, lying or starting gossip because they're mad at you because you're moving on. So that's their only way to get back at you. You don't care. You showed unconditional loyalty to this person until you couldn't do it no more. You don't need them. You're not codependent. You never were. If anything, you was here to really support, nurture, and protect them. That's the loyalty. Why is this making me a little bit irritated? Like, they really tried it. Anyway, Leo, you're moving on. You could literally tell me that you moved. Or you could be telling me that you moved on to a new relationship. This person's watching you. They so pressed. Why they so pressed, Leo? Could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They are so pressed that you moving on. They talking all kind of shit about that. Especially if you moved on to another relationship. Why they so worried about you? Because nobody's like you. Nobody's like you. They butt hurt. That's what this is. What they still love you. They love you and it's over. Death, Scorpio energy. They fumbled you. They missed the opportunity. Remember, this is the same person that betrayed you over and over again. They were disloyal. So they're butthurt because they can no longer put swords in your back. They can no longer betray you. What's this moving? They mad because they can't hold you down. 10 of Wands in the reverse. They can't let go of the past. They had all these high expectations. You know what? I'm picturing somebody talking shit about you like, Leo will be back. I don't know what Leo thought this was. Leo in love with me. You know, something weird like that. Queen of Wands. That's your energy. They thought they had you down. Excuse me. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be telling me that you were dealing with another fire sign. This Queen of Wands energy coming out is envy, jealousy. This person is bitter. They're bitter, resentful. I learned a new word today, indignant, meaning you did something to them. You targeted their pride. They're resentful. That's why they talking all that shit about you. That's why they gossiping about you. Because they want to save face and make it seem like you did something to them. That you lost something good within them. This person is vengeful. And they're bitter. Because you moved. And you're moving on. They can't. They're trying to save face. Something about this person, you could be telling me they're very prideful. The Tower is here. Scorpio, Aries energy. They're trying to avoid the inevitable. And I feel like the inevitable is they lost. You're not coming back. You're not pressed. You don't care. It ain't stopping shit. You're still moving forward. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting, Leo. What's this Ten of Wands in reverse? Can't seem to let go of what happened. Three of Swords in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be telling me you were dealing with the earth sign. You don't have to. I mean, they don't have to be. And this could be a woman in masculine energy. They was greedy. They was selfish and greedy. And I feel like for some of them, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. They wanted to have you and other people too. That's what this 10 swords in your back was about. The nerve. The nerve. And then after they did that shit and you walked away, they had the nerve to talk about you. Like some way, somehow, either it was your fault, they're the victim, or you ain't going nowhere. Wow. Wow. Thank you guys for the positive comments. Thank you, Kesey. Wow. Well, what's this Queen of Wands in the reverse? They could have went off to be with a Queen of Wands in the reverse. You could be telling me they went off and they tried to get with your doppelganger. Or they tried to, you know, find somebody that was better aesthetically. What? The only thing that ended up happening was whoever they went off to be with don't like you either. You could be telling me you got a bunch of people don't like you. You don't care. Leo. Leo. And wow. Who's this Queen of Wands in reverse? They didn't win. No matter how deceitful their strategy was, they didn't win. I don't even think it was a damn competition. There was no competition. They tried it. Okay, they tried it. You got new love. You love yourself too much for this shit. The only thing that ended up happening was they pushed you to love yourself more. They pushed you into the arms of somebody that does love you. Something like that. Because you got an Ace of Cups here. This is a new beginning in love, Leo. Whether that's love for yourself or being, or both. Or both. Leo does not care. On to the next. Somebody is so pressed. That's what I'm going to name this reading. They are so pressed. Hold on, let me write that shit down. So pressed. Leo don't care. Okay? Right? Yeah, you don't care. Queen of Swords in the reverse, you ain't got shit to say about it. You're not talking about it. You're not thinking about it. You're so detached. Why is this Tower in reverse? Somebody here, they're doing all kind of weird shit because they want to avoid the inevitable. And the inevitable is the truth. The Lovers in reverse. That this shit is over. And they're probably the reason for that. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. This person's so full of themselves. Gee whiz. You and this person had a very strong connection. You had a very strong connection at one point. Like I said, you were loyal. You were fiercely loyal, but... Yeah, this person's crying over spilled milk. Crying over spilled milk. Alrighty then, Leo. I guess you needed to know that. That this person is doing this and they're not winning. You already know this, though. And maybe this is a confirmation for you. They're watching you. They all trying to meddle in your business. And what they're seeing is probably continuing to piss them off because they didn't win. And they had the opportunity to show you loyalty back and they chose not to. Who sings that? These hoes ain't loyal. Is that Chris Brown? I don't know why I just heard that, but you could consider this person on. They ain't got a loyal bone in their body. You're good. You good without that. It's allegedly. Okay, so let's keep moving forward. Like Leo is doing. Okay? So I feel like I'm talking to a Leo like, you do not care. Clear and concise message. You are not concerned about what the hell this person, they breadcrumbed you. They didn't give you 100%. It says, no game plan. You're tired of being played with. You're tired of people playing games with you. You value yourself more. Like I said, this pushed you into loving yourself even more. Let's get a couple from here. You've done some things to improve your aesthetic. Like, you could be somebody that's very attractive, very nice looking. You're even more attractive and nice looking. Hey, y'all get them likes up. Double tap that screen over here on TikTok. Leo, clear and concise message. Explosive love, troubled relationship, explosive situations, lots of disagreements, and a bad combination. How about that? 1:11 on the clock. It's time for a new beginning. Damn it, I tried to catch that. What was that fell on the floor? Child, I hate when it fall on the floor. Okay, Leo. You too busy focusing on healing. Mending your heart. Mending your heart, Leo. It says healing from heartbreak. Remember we saw them 10 swords? Mending your heart. Wait a minute. Mending from healing from heartbreak. Mending rifts. Freedom from negativity. and picking up the pieces. Peace, everybody. Blind love. Maybe there was a Leo here. You was a bit blinded in love. You could be telling me that you lost yourself in this relationship. Maybe that's what happened, but okay. That ain't the case anymore. I feel like now you're dating with intention. Or moving forward, you're going to be cautious and intentional with the next relationship. You could be already in a new relationship and you are being cautious. Not guarded, cautious. I get a Leo here. You could be falling in love. New love. This person could be sending you messages, DMing you, texting you, and you ain't opening it. You ain't reading it. You're not responding. You could be telling, and I don't know if you know this, but this person is typing out messages but not sending them to you because they know that you're not going to read it. You're not going to respond. You are so unbothered. If you block them, they make fake pages. They find ways to watch you. But you're tired of playing games. You giving somebody the cold shoulder. Exactly. Tired of playing games and giving this person the cold shoulder. You're detached. Okay. All right, Leo. I see you. Somebody had you bugged up. If they could have the courage to send the message, instead of typing it out, send the message, what would this message say? Where's my deck? Hold on, Leo. Yeah, what would these messages say? If you just so happen to read them. If you cared. Clear and concise message. What would they say? Wait a minute. I started having insomnia since the last time we spoke. And Leo's like, and I'm looking for a sign from you. Oh, that's why they watching you. Because they looking for a sign from you that you give a fuck. That you care. See what I'm saying? They want to see if whatever it is that they're doing, the gossip, the lies that they're spreading, if it's affecting you. That's the text that I hear at night when we are sleeping. A waste of time. Let's see. What would they say to Leo? Hey, Miss Juicy Monroe. Peace, beautiful. Don't believe what you see or hear because I'm not okay. Exactly. They're not. They have not been able to get over you. They're crying over spilled milk. They feel so butthurt. I get the impression that you triggered their ego. I don't know why I didn't learn the first time because I really don't want to be without you. Oh, well, 10 swords in the back. And you mean to tell me that you didn't see a need to change? You didn't see a need to... Look at how the person is still lying there, bleeding out. I didn't know why I didn't learn the first time. It looked like you didn't learn the first time, second, third, fourth, fifth. Bruh, sis, like, who is this? Thank you for the gifts. This person does care about other people's opinion. They care because they want to look a certain way. And this is why they're attacking you verbally. This is why they're lying and making up shit, because they care about other people's opinions. The only opinion that should matter is Leo's, and Leo don't care.
I smile when I remember how you wanted nothing to do with me when we first met. So Leos, when you first met this person, you weren't seeing them. I mean, like, they had to chase you. For some of you, they had to chase you. They had to get your attention. So now that you're gone, they really have to get your attention. They really have to try. I'm picking up on the Leo here. You don't get wrapped up in other people's opinions about you, or you don't get, I don't know how to put that. I feel like this person chased you. You know, they wore you down a little bit, Leo, before, you know, you gave them the time of day. Before you gave them a chance. Because you recognize what loyalty means to you. If this person really, really wanted you, they would chase you. And that could be how they wore you down. I don't know. I mean, the card came out, so I guess. They remembered how hard it was to get you. What's this? You inspired them. It says, you inspire me to do things I've never done before. Yeah, because you're very brave. Fearless. They admire that about you. They could be envious of that too. Thank you for the gifts. They could be envious of how fearless you are. Yeah. Thank you, love. They were set in their ways. That's what made it hard for them to not do this to you, because they were set in their ways. You didn't do anything to deserve this. It's just something that they do. You could be telling me that you know this person sabotages all the good things in their life. They don't know how to maintain a good thing when they get it, when they have it. That's not your problem. You didn't teach them those toxic traits. They came already with that. They came already with that. Leo. I know you're upset with me and I'm upset with myself. And that gives them the green light to attack you or attack your character. No. That don't justify doing that or being like that. All right, Leo. So, moral of the story, you don't care. You're moving on from this liar. They need to figure out what they want to do, because it ain't going to be you. They can watch all day long. They just going to make themselves more and more upset because Leo is moving forward. Just period. So what about Leo moving forward? What does Leo need to know? Did I already pull from this? Nope. All right, let's see. You've gained knowledge. You've learned a lot of lessons. You've evolved. It says demonstrate your willingness to learn, whether personally or professionally. Be willing to make mistakes. You recognize some of the mistakes that you've made, but I don't feel like you're beating yourself up about it. You're learning. You're learning to move forward, right? Some of you guys could be doing things to improve your knowledge. Self-improvement. You could be going back to school. Prosperity is here. You could be doing things to grow your money, your finances. You're focused. I got divine power wanting to show itself. There's a Leo here. It says, believe in the divine power within you, because once it's awakened, a whole new life starts to take shape for you. There's an awakening. You could be telling me this feels like an awakening. This person is an enemy. A straight up enemy. This is not nobody that you would keep in your life. Look at what they've done. Look at what they're doing. Look at how they're acting. Leo. Yeah, look at, I told you this person creates or casts illusions. They're a great actor or pretender. Well, they think they are. This old Pinocchio energy right here. Illusions. Spirit was speaking to you. It says the spirit world is trying to make contact with you to let you know they're supporting you at this time. And like I said, it feels like there's a Leo here. You know that you have the support that you need, whether that be your family and your friends in the physical, or that be your ancestors that don't play about you. What? Clear, concise message for Leo. I got Aries energy. Something about Aries. But it doesn't have to be an Aries. It could be just that you took action. You took the lead. You are a leader. It says actions you take now will bear fruit. Charge ahead with your plans and see it through to fruition. Be getting tongue-tied. Yeah, because you're headed for higher places. I feel like there's a Leo here. You're tapping into your higher self. Okay? I don't know no other way to put it. It says expect to go on a trip, a mission, or move from the place you're currently in to somewhere unexpected. And if you're not physically moving, you moving consciously. Elevating. Becoming a better version of yourself. Let me get one more. Somebody here is going on an air balloon ride. That's fine. That sounds fun. I don't know if I'd do that though. Okay, anyway. Leo, you learn how to be the alchemist in your own life. You learned alchemy. You learned how to turn a shitty situation into something beneficial. Something that elevates you. Something that makes you wiser. You're using your experience as a roadmap to success. You know what you don't want. You know what not to do. Based on dealing with somebody like this person. Yeah, I just feel like you're an alchemist. You're an alchemist. You alchemize these circumstances to your favor, in your favor. All right, so let's look at love and romance in the future for Leo. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your positive comments, your likes, hitting the like button, double tapping the screen, sending in them old gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's see, when it comes to Leo, love and romance, what do they need to know in the future? You know what? Spirit wants you to have fun. And Leos generally, you do have fun. Like I said, you're ruled by the sun. Nothing outshines the sun. Right? Clear, concise message. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Didn't we see a card that looked like a bond, a love bond? Anyway, Leo, you could be telling me that you met somebody new and the love is growing strong. There's a bond. I thought, yeah, it was. Okay. So it says emotional connection, unbreakable bond. Somebody here is trying to break you up with somebody that you're dealing with now. The past, trying to break that up by spreading lies about you, telling untruths about you because they butthurt. You're in a situation where there's reciprocity. You're not overgiving. You're not sacrificing. There's reciprocity. Nobody's taking from you in this connection. And I feel like there's a Leo here that's falling in love. That may not be every Leo's situation, but this could be what you have to look forward to. Leo. The love is growing deep. Spirit says stay optimistic about your love life. You are optimistic because you learn. And see, the lessons that you learn, you know that is going to help you moving forward. It's not hindering you. The things that happen in this relationship, they ain't stop the show. I don't know why somebody feels like they can stop you. They're trying everything. It's almost like this person's desperate. Desperate. Yeah, deception. You recognize deception. You recognize it now. It says somebody's wearing a false mask. I told you this person was a liar. Someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship. The past relationship. Right, Leo? You focus on your finances and your career. Many of you are focused on that paper. Yeah, and you released your ex. Come through, Spirit. Come through. Bottom of the deck, you trust yourself. You trust God's plan for you. You trust your instincts and your intuition. Okay. When it comes to finances, what does Leo need to know when it comes to finance and career? Leo. I'm going to read this. It says resentment and envy. And as you can see, it's like this person is looking at the other person's light. You learned a lot about this. But anyway, you also recognize that being, how do I want to put this? Anybody that resents you or envies you, you have to protect yourself from that because they block you. They block your blessings. They give you the evil eye energy. You got some people that don't like you just because you shine, the way you shine. So you have to protect your energy. When it comes to your finances and your career decisions, you have to protect your energy. You are not for everybody. Clear and concise message. And yes, it does matter when it comes to, you know, money and because when people project negative energy towards you, they could be targeting your money, your finances. They don't want to see you rich. They don't want to see you blessed. But let's see. And I feel like you're learning about repetitive patterns. The things that you keep doing over and over again that sabotage your finances, or it says repetitive patterns of behavior not being addressed. Spirit said form new behaviors. To get rid of repetitive behaviors, you need to look inward, examine what triggers those behaviors, uncover the underlying causes, and resolve them at the root. So something about this situation tells me that it caused you to go within and to look at yourself more deeply. You're not just getting rid of this person. You're getting rid of anything that has kept you limited or has oppressed you. I'm going to get one more. One more for Leo. Tarot dependency. What the flip-flop? What in the world? This is what I will say about tarot. And this is just me and how I feel about it. You should never rely on tarot as the be-all, end-all answer. You should always listen to your instincts. Listen to your intuition. I don't know who's tarot dependent, who likes to watch tarot, but just be sure to make your own choices. It says tarot can help you evaluate different options or paths to take, but in the end, it should be up to you, not the cards. You must go through the journey trusting your own inner voice and guidance so that you can learn, okay? Yeah. And be mindful of unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations will get you every time. It says some of your expectations might not be grounded in reality. Spirit wants you to explore expectations. Begin to reconsider your expectations and try keeping your focus on the areas inside of your control, like your own actions and choices for a more realistic, achievable outcome. Maybe this is one of the lessons that you learned, you know, dealing with this person. There's a Leo here. You got some undiscovered talent. You got some undiscovered talent. It says there's some hidden talents that you possess and that you haven't discovered. Spirit said, look to your past. Look back into your past and think of all the things that you were good at as a child. Even if these skills seem useless now, they can easily still be hidden talents. I don't know who that's for, but maybe you could be telling me that you struggle with ideas or coming up with creative ideas. If that's the case, Spirit is saying, look to your childhood. Somebody here is dreaming too small. You need to dream bigger, bitch. Dream bigger, bitch. And that what that dude said. What did he say? And don't allow your past to make you a victim. Okay? Don't allow your past to yeah, it's like Spirit wants you to continue to practice forgiveness. Yeah, you gotta dream bigger, Leo. Dream bigger. Y'all know y'all ain't no bitch, but I had to say that because that's what the dude said in the video. For those of you that know, you know. Anyway, let's get an oracle message to close this reading out, Leo. I want to thank you guys again for taking the time to be here to watch this reading. I hope this reading brought you clarity and confirmation because that was my intention. You said we are a star. Clear and concise message. Yeah, you've evolved. There's a Leo here. You have evolved. You have ascended from the past. You're not the same Leo you used to be. You don't think the same. You're not easily fooled the same way. Now, you're not fooled at all, but you know what I mean. You cannot be easily fooled. I feel like you're more cautious. Now you know. What they used to say, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Who the hell used to say that? G.I. Joe? The G.I. Joe cartoon, child. What in the world? And learning was half the battle. I miss that. I miss the cartoons that used to teach us lessons. Remember that? Anything is possible, Leo. Anything is possible, Leo. The world is your oyster. Okay? Let me tell you something. 2026, the year of the horse. Expansion. Freedom. Travel. Somebody here is 31. It's time for you to step out your comfort zone. Somebody here, you have a social media platform or 2 or 3 or 4. So many of them now. But yeah, it's time for you to focus on expanding. You feel like one of the Flintstones in a George Jetson world. Wow. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, it's the time for expansion. This is right on time for 2026 to come on in here. The year of the fire horse. Some of you guys could be a horse in Chinese astrology. If you are, you were born in 1954, 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002. You're very charismatic, generous, and heroic. If you were born in the year of the horse, this is your year coming up. Anything's possible, Leo. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. All right, so one more oracle message. I promise this is the last one. I want to get a hip-hop queen oracle message. I have so fallen in love with this deck. Let's see what hip-hop queen comes out for your reading and what message do they have for you. Thank you guys again for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for double tapping the screen. Thank you for the gifts. Just thank you overall. I appreciate y'all because it ain't easy. It ain't easy, child. But here we go. Clear and concise message. It ain't always easy to be in your calling. Ooh, okay, John. I think her name is Jean Grey. Am I saying her name correctly? Jean Grey. Some of you guys know her or know of her. The card says versatility at the bottom of the deck. Do not laugh at this picture, Leo. because it's very unique. But you got the brat, and the brat is here with rebellion. The bottom of the deck. Okay. Jean Grey, versatility, came out for you guys. What's the message that Jean Grey wants you to know? Versatility. In her early days, Jean Grey was known as What? In the underground hip-hop crew, Natural Resources. Like a phoenix, she reemerged as Jean Grey, and in 2002, she released her solo debut album, Attack of the Attacking Things. Before being dubbed a genius, on her third studio album, she spent years perfecting a variety of rhyme styles, never committing fully to one lane. With verbal attacks on, I'm gonna mess this word up, heteronormativity. Heteronormativity. I didn't even know that was a word. But with her verbal attacks on heteronormativity, male bravado, and hypocritical politicians and hierarchies, Jean holds a mixed bag of topics in her arsenal, ensuring she's never short of words and remains a game changer in her work, which now includes books and television. Much like Jean Grey switches up her style, her card is asking you to do the same. If you are in a creative rut, there are ways to spark a new zest for life and renewed interest in self-discovery. Take up a new hobby or start journaling. There may be many ways to diversify your life portfolio, and now is the time to channel your own inner genius. It's there, but may be dormant. Ring the alarm and wake it up already. Again, it just feels like there's a Leo here. You got some undiscovered talent. This has been your message, Leo. Thank you for the gift. Oh, that's cute. Thank you, Ghost Rider, for life. Thank you, love. This has been your message, Leo. I hope this message brought you clarity and confirmation, because that was my intention. Thank you guys so much for double tapping the screen. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. I do offer personal readings. If anyone is interested in a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, vibenationtarot.com. Please be aware of the fake pages, fake accounts. I never reach out to anyone for any reason. All right, fam, y'all be safe, and I will talk to you again soon, Leo. Peace.